LeBron James broke his silence about his relationship with Michael Jordan himself. While on the Pat McAfee show, LeBron had a few things to say in regards to his relationship or lack thereof with Michael Jordan and why him and MJ may not be talking right now. Let's get into that video right now and break down some of the things he had to say. I got a few takes on it.
Okay, so you and Michael at a good spot.
Who, me and Michael?
Jordan?
Yeah, we're in a good spot. We don't talk.
Why not, you think?
Because I'm still playing. I think I'm still playing. I'm still focused on my craft right now.
When you're done, you think you two will be the only two that can have a conversation?
I hope so. You know, the funny thing is, me and Kobe, besides our, the late, great Kobe, obviously, me and Kobe never had a real relationship either until we was on the Olympic team. We had a great relationship there. Olympic team 8, Olympic team 12. But it was always competitive between us. We were always like, I was on the East Coast, he was on the West Coast, and it was like, even though we never, I fucked up one time in 09 and didn't beat Orlando, and I think it was 09, didn't beat Orlando and didn't get him an opportunity to play him in the finals. But and until I became a Laker and then he retired, that's when our relationship became really, really good.
Yeah.
He welcomed me, called me bro, anything you need in LA, I got you. You're a Laker now, you family, and we would have multiple conversations. He was, obviously, you got saw him coming to a lot of games and things of that nature. And when I passed him in the scoring record in Philly, I think he had a tweet out there keep on going, keep transcending the game, keep going, and that shit meant so much to me. So I think it's because I'm still playing, and MJ's, we all know MJ. Even if you don't know him personally, he's one of the most ruthless competitors there is. And till I'm done and he doesn't have to look at me run up and down wearing the number 23, and every time my name is mentioned with his, he's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Yeah, I'm on a golf course. Yeah, I'm on a golf course.
Don't talk to me right now.
All right. So, two things. The fact that MJ is not talking to him, I don't really believe it has anything to do with the fact that he's playing right now, okay? And the reason I say that is because when Kobe was in the league, all right, he actually met with Michael Jordan, He asked Phil Jackson to introduce them. He actually met with Michael Jordan, told Michael Jordan he would bust his ass on the court, and they established their relationship then. He even started going to Tim Grover, Michael Jordan's trainer. This is few years after, really, Michael was still playing at the time, actually. In the beginning. He was still playing. And so to hear LeBron say that the reason why him and Michael Jordan are not talking is because he's still playing and that he's wearing his number and all that kind of stuff, I don't really believe that's the case, my brother. I don't think he has that much respect for you. I think he knows that you're a great player, and he knows that you are who you are. And so I don't want to take anything away from LeBron James, especially him being so great at the age of 40 years old, still doing what he's doing, right? He is doing his thing. And there's a lot of reasons why he's probably doing his thing. And I don't want to inject my reasoning into why he might still be performing at this level. But what I will say is, he mentioned Kobe. He mentioned how Kobe and him didn't really have a relationship except for when they, played in the Olympics together and once Kobe retired and he became a Laker. Now, you got to look at the eras, right? We're in the friendship era of basketball right now. We're in the era where everybody is, giving jerseys away to each other after the games and all that kind of kumbaya handshakes with people on opposite teams and all these things that make the NBA look really soft, okay? And that's just my opinion. Now, look, some of that is cool. I do think that players should have camaraderie. But at the same time, when it's wartime, when the battle is on, after we just got through, sparring, I don't got time for all of that. To me, the only time handshakes is really necessary is after maybe a championship, championship playoff series where, man, we fought. It was battle tested. We fought and we did what we did, man. But you had people like the Detroit Pistons back in the day, when they played against the Bulls and the Bulls finally beat them, they wouldn't shake the Bulls' hands. We need some of that energy back, And I ain't gonna lie, in a soft moment I used to think like, man, that's weak, man. But you know what? That keeps the edge. That lets you know, like, man, we ain't playing games out here. We're not friends. When it comes to the court, we're not friends. I don't want to show good sportsmanship in that regard. So, look, it's a new era. But LeBron James knows that Kobe, Mike, they cut from a different cloth. They cut from the cloth like, I'm a killer, you know? And when I'm in kill mode, I don't got time to be your friend. I don't got time to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But Mike had a respect for Kobe that was different. That's the difference between him and LeBron James. Mike had a respect for Kobe that he probably didn't have for anybody else. He himself said that Kobe Bryant was probably the only person that could beat him in a one-on-one, you know? So the whole narrative of LeBron being the GOAT or the second best player ever, look, I'm not mad at nobody feeling how they feel. But I think Kobe's number 2 behind Michael Jordan, and Kobe's my favorite player of all time. All right? What's y'all thoughts on this, man? You know, it's probably so many more videos I can make about LeBron James on this Pat McAfee show, and I probably will. But let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button, subscribe, do Season Hoops. Carl Anthony, it's your boy. Peace.